through this program, he hopes to generate a revenue of £100 million by 2020 through various projects.
And in the next 25 years, he'd like to see the Tamil community in the UK contribute to 1% of UK's GDP.
So what we're going to do is we're going to have a Q&A session with them. So if anybody's interested in asking a question, there's a mic over there. We got Babu as one of our directors who's going to be facilitating that. Please limit your question to one, so no way I have a question and a follow-up and a follow-up, because there's a lot of other people that want to speak. So if you have any other further questions, we can save it for the networking portion.
So if you would like to call up Ratheesan Yogananthan.
Ask anything you want.
Who are you?
My name is Yogananthan Ratheesan. I'm from the UK. I run a company called Lebara. We have an individual right here over here. So yeah.
Hi, I was here this morning, so I heard your speech. It was an honor to listen to you speak. The question I have for you today is about partnership. I don't know what the stats is, but I'm assuming 9 out of 10 partnerships fail. You have made your partnership succeed, and you've done really well. So what is the key ingredient to having your partnership succeed, and what can other people in the room can do to replicate that?
Confidence. If you are confident enough in yourself, then I think you're more than happy to share with other people, and your confidence in your ability in succeeding. And equally, maturity to share. Like I said earlier this morning, for the ones that were there, 100% of nothing is still nothing. I rather own 1% of something. So I truly believe that it's okay to share, as long as I truly believe if I didn't have Leon and Karen with me, there is no way our company would be doing, it's worth over $1 billion or whatever. Not a chance at all. So I'm still worth more in terms of monetary value as being a partner with 2 other people than I would have been on my own. So is it so bad to partner with somebody? As long as you're willing to give to others and to share, it's very important. And maturity comes in because it's so nice to, I don't want to sound cliche. It's so easy to say things like partnership works. In many instances it doesn't work because we have egos. We have differences of opinion. And each one of us wants to lead or to fund the company. So early on we decided that one of us will lead the company and the other ones will follow. And if we had an argument, we'll go back into a room and argue among ourselves, so we won't let the staff find out what our arguments are all about. So you've got to put a united front in front of people, just like mom and dad at home. And basically it's about sharing. If you're willing to share, then it works. If it doesn't, then you shouldn't go into a partnership. But in my point of view, I think partnerships are greatly valuable because there are times you are flying high and you don't need anybody, but there are times that you go down and you have a shoulder to cry upon. And so I feel it's important.
Follow-up question is, this morning you mentioned something about cash flow. Cash flow is like king. Cash is king. So can you talk a little bit about some of your struggles that you experienced at the beginning when you first implemented Lebara?
Yeah, just for you guys to know, Lebara was started with zero amount of money. I had £2,700 overdraft in my bank account, Lloyd's bank account. I've paid, by the way. And I didn't have a clue how to create a company. This is a real story. I'm not saying it for the sake of it. I had no clue how to create a company. So I went and read up on how to set up an organization, and I bought all these memorandum of articles trying to fill it in. It didn't work. Then I borrowed my younger brother's credit card and bought a company off the shelf through a law firm and changed the name to Lebara. At that time, I didn't realize that I had to do the DD on the company in case, money laundering would have happened. So, thankfully, it was a clean company till today. But what we did was, we had a supplier who gave us 55,000 euros credit for 14 days. What we used to do is take that product, go and sell it in the shops. 12 years ago, all three of us used to run around in local corner shops and sell calling cards. You won't believe it today, but that's the truth. And we'll collect the money within 2 days, go and pay other companies and demand them to give us better discount so we can make more money. And then once we made more money, other wholesalers who are buying from that company, we will go to them and say, buy from me, I'll give you a better discount. Then you can buy from that company. Then block that wholesale distribution side. Then we became the master agent for the wholesalers. Then from there I realized, look, it's not going to fly for us if one of these companies shut us down. Then I went and learned about switching, about telecom, how to put a platform. We built that. But the whole thing was funded through this cash flow from the suppliers. So till today, I can tell you, we have never, ever invested a single penny into our company. And most importantly, the icing on the cake is we still own 100% of the company. So, which is always a luxury, because it gives you the luxury to make decisions. You don't have to call up on board meetings and invite your VCs and give all the answers that they need and so forth. So I've been blessed, truly blessed.
Great. My name is Sandil. I'm raised. I have a dream job. I make a lot of money. I have a lot of free time. But I'm not interested in becoming a business entrepreneur. My question relates more to the work you do with Lebara Foundation. My question relates mainly to the state of our community. We've been talking about the lack of unity. And my fear is that we're not going to have a community, in the diaspora at least, in another 30 or 40 years within our lifetime. Because no one's going to maintain the language and we'll just lose our identity. And my question relates to the work you do with the Lebara Foundation. Do you have any plans to do something along the lines of the Gates Foundation, identify people who are trying to work with our community in particular, the Tamil-speaking community, to basically improve the state of our identity and encourage more young people, like all the people in this room, to get involved with the community and uplift the community both in the diaspora and in the homeland through your foundation.
You done? Okay. That's a long question, that is. Careful that you're going to ask me something in Tamil. I was preparing myself to answer.
I would not, but I'm scared that a lot of people in the room will get the question.
Anyway, that was a brilliant question. Lebara Foundation, just to give you a background, Lebara Foundation was founded in 2004 after the tsunami, and I was brought up in tsunami in Yalwan, or Batidra rather. And I don't want to talk about tsunami because it probably was the worst period of my life and the worst thing that I've ever seen in my life. And I was there for the day and I tried to do what I could, and then the second day I couldn't take it anymore and I ran away. So I went to India and then came back to England. But after that I was having this guilty feeling that I didn't do enough while all this happened. Then we started the Lebara Foundation, slowly started looking after children. Because we started adopting or looking after children through other NGOs in the country because we weren't established enough to do it ourselves. One of the things you got to remember, the money that all of you and all the other people around the world who put towards the tsunami relief, not even 20% in my point of view would have gone to the actual cause. I was there. Okay. So since then, I started doing some research into how NGOs work and what is the administration cost. Generally, when you pay $10, around $6 go to the cause and $4 go into the administration. That's something, I come from a business background, so I said, why should that be? I mean, you don't have the same G&A cost as a business has. You don't have the sales and marketing cost, then why should you have 40% for administration? So I did a study and then I put a target for Lebara Foundation. Today the target for 2013 is 16%, and next year is 14%. So 14% of the, so if you pay $10, 16% is the administration cost. So rather than paying money to UNCHR or Red Cross, which I have been paying for a long time, and they have, I have to admit, they have done a tremendous job, but I thought we ourselves could do more. So what we did, we started identifying people who can help me in building what I really wanted, in the way that I wanted. So if you go to Klinochi, for example, now, you will see a really big library. I don't know if you have ever seen photographs or, you know, it's online. And those are things that we couldn't do it ourselves. I can't even go back to Sri Lanka. I don't know, I mean, for many reasons. And I couldn't do that, but what I did was I approached the fathers in Vatican, and they executed through their church in building the library for us. So we are identifying more and more people in different areas who are capable of building the things that we want to build for our community, and I will continue to do so. If you have volunteers who are willing to do this in the future, please, more than happy to accommodate your request and come and work with us. And I'm sure that we can do many more great things in the future. And to your point that in 30 years that our unity or our community won't exist, I don't agree with that. I truly don't agree with that. You have a point there, but I don't agree with it because I don't believe, like people like you, people like me, people like all these guys who are here, we're going to let that happen. We're going to make sure that we will continue to meet, we will continue to build our culture, and we will continue to build our community. That's for certain. So I don't think that, you know, how many people are second generation here? None? Oh my God. One. maybe you are right. But the thing is, if you come to UK or in Europe, the amount of cultural work that happens within our community is enormous. I don't know about Toronto or Canada, but in Europe what I see is the work that we put in back into our community is enormous. What we need is, we need inspiring leaders in our community. We are always number two people. We love working for others. We love following somebody else. Okay? That's something that we need to change. If we change that, and we can inspire people, there's no way a community will fall. What happened to, I mean, there's so many people talk about Jewish communities. What happened to them? Have you ever studied about how did they become what they are today? I actually went to Jerusalem, stayed there with the guy who invented, I don't know if you guys used ICQ. Do you remember ICQ? So I stayed with the founder of ICQ in Israel to learn how do they put seed money? How do they build businesses? That's when I realized this dream of building entrepreneurial way. By the way, entrepreneurial way is purely targeted at Tamil people. The funding is purely for Tamil businesses. Youngsters like you. The youngsters like you who has a dream but who doesn't have the funding support. Then I didn't have that when I started the business. I wanted to make sure that we are there to be able to support it. Even if I don't believe in your idea at times, you know, don't think that just because you have an idea, it's going to work. Or that, you know, somebody is going to fund you.